So hey everyone, welcome to Messed Up. In this video, I'm gonna tell you how to render this Apple iWatch. So it looks interesting though, right? So there are so many special parts which you're gonna learn, right? This is first of all, this look at this metallic part which is made of two metals, the brass and the aluminum. You can see there is a multi-metal involvement. You can see the screen, the display screen, and you can see the leather part, right? The leather part is very important. You are going to learn a lot in this section about this because we are going to be using a lot of textures for this thing. You can see the upper part is smooth and the below part is kind of the rough, and next part is this particular surface which is white plastic, and this the sensor. So in the sensor part there is a traditional way to use this sensor, but I'm gonna be telling you easier part without using the anisotropic material. So let's just hop back to our Keyshot 9. Click import, right? So you will find the assembly file I would have uploaded, right? Anyway, in the Google Drive section you can get it. Okay, it's here. So you will see something like this. So what you have to do, just hide this thing because this is nonsense. You don't need it. Just go to this one. We need a place where our watch will be sitting down. So just let's bring that thing. Go to add geometry and bring a cube, right? And scale it. You can scale it by. Okay, first of all, hide everything. Go to click on scale. Okay, click on scale. Just drag, right? It will increase the size. You can do it. Now it's fine, right? This much is fine. Now what you do, go to translate and move to the top view. You can activate performance mode for faster working. Okay, so this will work. Yes, this will work. Now the next thing is, if you look now, what I want next is that this watch should rest on this particular cube, right? So to do that, you will have to shift your watch because there is no gravity simulation in Keyshot. You cannot do that. Go to environment, go to camera and go to orthographic view. And again go to camera and go for the left view, right? So when you go to left view, you can change your watch yourself. Go to move and rotate, right? Rotate it some, not much, just some changes. Okay, this is amazing. I've done it in one way. Now you can see the axis is tilted. To make it in global world, just click on global and you can see how much distance do you want. It looks perfect though, so you can change it if you want, but it looks perfect to me. Just let me play with it. Okay, now it's perfect. Now again, what you do, go to camera and shift to perspective view. Okay, so let's just start rendering. So I will try to make it quick. Go to plastic, go to rubber, just drop it. Just drop it. There's nothing else. Okay, it's done. The background is done. This is what we need. Now the next thing that we will do for the editing purpose is go for this particular part. I call it the multi-material handle. Okay, because we are using two materials, which is the brass and the aluminum. Go to edit material, click here. It will open the metallograph. Now what you do, double click on this particular material section and select the metal here, and then wait for it. You can see it is already changed to something, right? Now I want it to convert into like aluminum, right? Make it aluminum. Looks fine though. Okay, now next thing, I want to add another material because it's a multi-material thing. Take it and add it as a label, right? It will be added as add it as a label, but change its properties and make it brass. You can make it gold if you want, but that will increase the cost though. So okay, dude, now go to textures, select the contour, just drop it right on opacity. So what will happen, you will see what will happen. Let me zoom it right. So let me tell you what is actually contour. So when you click on contour, click on it, press C, you will see. So it shows black at the areas where there is a drastic change in radius, right? So let's change some properties. Put the color quality, contour quality to maximum. That will make it sharp. Okay. And contour width to like it's 5 right now. Make it 8. It's fine. Now hit back C, and you will see right now what happens is that in cases of the edges like where radius is changing, we have a visible aluminum surface, which is this one, and the top surface, which is brass, which is this one, is not there at the contours, which is decided by using this opacity. So we are done here. It's fast, right? Just copy and you need to paste it here. Paste material. Okay, so we are done in this part. Now the next change which I want to do is to just put a plastic there. Go to plastic, go for hard, and go for the texture one. Copy and paste it. Right click, paste material. You're done, right? Then go to edit material, and the only thing which I have changed here is the color, the diffuse color, nothing else. I mean, you can play with the roughness, right? You can just increase a bit. It looks perfect. Let's turn this to like little brownish. I don't know the color. Okay, dude. The next thing I'd like to change is I want to add the label, right? Let's add the label here. So you just click on it, go to edit material and select the emissive. It looks so it becomes emissive surface. Go for the metallograph, right? Now you need a surface. I'm going for my thing here. Okay, where is that thing? Okay, go for the video and it is here. Now what you do is just put it to color, right? Nothing else, just color. Now what you have to do, you go to move texture and click on the part, and it will align itself, right? It is already fixed, so the issue is solved. What you can do, you can just increase the size. You can increase the size. Looks perfect. Okay, now just hit back C and you are done here, bro. Now there are a few more parameters which I'm not gonna tell you right now what has to be done. Okay, so there is one thing that you have to do in this particular model which is not a part of something. So what you do, you just click on this screen, go to position, right, and scale it by 1.01%, right? It will increase up. Then you go for the axis and the move tool. You check this axis which is Z, and you just make it point something. Okay, it's not the same axis. You will have to experiment for some time. This model has some problems. 0.5, make it. Okay, that's hidden, right? There are some extra things. Now it looks perfect. So one more thing we have to change with the label here. Go to edit materials, go to labels for this part, right? Edit. Okay, go for the metallograph. Now just drop it down, drop down, and click flip vertical. Now it's flipped. Now it looks perfect. So the next thing that we are going to edit is Yes, the sensor. Add our sensor, right? So now you just click on edit material, go to metallograph, and double click on this and make it metal. Which metal? I want it to be aluminum, obviously, because it looks good. You can choose anything. Now what I do, I again go to find my texture. There is another way by which you can do it, which is an isotropic material thing, but I love it. I want one utility node which is color to number. I will add it here, and which will be connected to roughness, and this will be directly connected to bump. Now I guess you can see what's happening, but it is not perfect, I can assure you. You will have to do few more changes. Okay, now you can see it looks like a dumb thing because there's no structure, proper structure is not there. Okay, dude, zoom out, shift. Okay, now you can see it's not regular. I want it to be central. Double click on the texture, go to move texture, go to move texture. Okay, axes are here. Now I just click on the part. It will central align itself. Now you can see it's perfect, right? Now it's perfect. Just hit back your key and just select the control to number, add some roughness. Make it 10. Also make this 10. I just wanted to increase the range of roughness. So most of the things are done. Now the big thing. Now for the big thing, you just go to rubber and drop down on this. So why it's so special? You can see here the upper surface is shiny, but here it is a roughness. So let's just edit it. Okay, just okay, I'm still in performance mode. That's why. No worries. So just select this particular. Okay, just edit material. Now our target is to make the upper part shinier than the middle part. So we will require a few things. So I'm just gonna bring the parts which are required, and I will tell you in the end why I'm doing what I'm doing, right? So first of all, you will need a color gradient, then you will require a contour. Wait, yes, here. Then you need a utility node which is color to number, right? Now I just connect them all. I will tell you later what I'm doing. Just have a patience, man. Yes, it's roughness. Just press C on the color gradient. So first of all, what we will do, we will make some changes in color gradient thing. We will make a perfect color gradient. So just click on the move texture and select part. Now I will rotate it. Okay, no worries. Okay. Now just take it here. Okay, it looks perfect, right? What I'm gonna do, bring one other node, bring this node here, make this node white. Click here, and you can select the color here, click on it, just drag it here. Now I want to increase the black region. Okay. Now click on the move texture, it is already there. Just drop it. Okay, what I want, yes, the white surface on the top and this black on the middle. So we're done here. So let's just see some magic. So what I'm talking about here. Okay, just let me put things. so that I can teach you better. Images, I don't know, looks fine. Yes, looks fine. Okay, so for that thing you may think of 3 ways actually. The first two will fail, sorry. So this is what will happen. Click yes. So the first way is you apply that contour directly, right? Now the changes will be done. No worries. What you do, simply you increase the pixel size to something like 20, right? You increase to 20, you get some black surface, and you hit back C. What you see, hit back C, and then what you see, the top surface is actually shiny right now, okay? And the middle surface is rough. You can say I've done it, right? But you've not done it, because what happens when you use the contour is that it just had two values, right? Like either it's black or it's white, so you don't get a gradient kind of thing. There is no variation of roughness. So another thing that you can do, which is also a failure case, what you can do, you can just, why not just apply our gradient directly, right? Okay, hit back C. So when you apply your gradient directly, what happens, you can wait, I can show you in much better way. Give me some time, dude. Okay, move texture, and let me do it like this, right? You will understand it better. So yes, so you can see here the changes which are happening, right? When I apply just the gradient, okay, so what happens, this particular black thing is also here, right? It's also there, and there is a smooth area here and non-smooth area is also here. But what I want the, let me show you the image. I want the smoothness only along the curvature, right? Because you cannot make a perfect gradient. Like you cannot make a gradient which actually starts from here and start from here, end here, and same on the other side. And so the problem is, when you use this contour, you get a binary bifurcation, the black and white. And when you use this gradient directly, then you get variation all along. But what we actually want, we want this gradient, the variation only along the contours, right? So what you will have to do, you will have to just add them, and let's see the magic, right? Texture. Now you can see there is a only variation along the curvature. See, there is a only changes along curvature. So you can just simply add it, go to C, and again you can click on the move texture and rotate it like you always wanted it, and hit back C. Now it's perfect, right? Wait some time. So you will have to change some contour values, because it changes when you apply a texture here. So contour values are thin. You can increase the quality up to 5. Put value of 450. That worked for me. 450 is too much, make it 420, and hit back C. Hit back C, right? Now it's perfect, right? You can play with these values. You can make it like less qualitative values, something like that. You can change and yes, one another thing that you will have to add. Okay, it's perfect, nothing else needed to be added. You can just change the values, make it like 0.1, 0.01 actually. You cannot have a zero roughness. Make it like a 0.05 or something like that to make it more realistic. So okay, again I would like to explain you what happened really here. Okay, so if you apply just contour here, you will get a binary bifurcation, that is black and white only. And if you apply color gradient only, then you get the effects all over on this particular surface. But what I want is that the effect of the color gradient should be shown only on the contours. So you connect them both. That's it. Nothing else. No complexity, dude. Now let's see our environment, right? Now let's set our scene here. Zoom out. Okay, so just we can set a camera on something like this view. This view looks perfect, right? Okay, so first of all, let's just go to environment. I have set this particular environment for the lighting. Just drop it. You can see it looks perfect, right? You are getting light from one side, and the yellowish color of brass looks good. Or you can just press Ctrl and drag to change the direction of lighting. It can change, right? Now go to settings, increase the global illumination, bounce, and tick everything. I want shadow quality to be perfect, and yes, I want global illumination, obviously. Now thing is, it looks perfect. Okay, it will take some time, and you can play with the values like whatever you want. Let's apply this one. Okay, this one doesn't look much good. Keep applying until you get what you want, right? Okay, just let's go back to what we were doing. Okay, now I'm going to image. I'm going to change some settings from photographic changes to photographic. Now change some exposure values. White for this section, I'm just gonna increase the white balance. You can see we are getting towards the perfection. We are getting the perfect shine, and we are showing that the multi-material thing. It looks perfect, right? You can see it. Now just in terms of contrast, let's see everything. Contrast linear looks much better, and stick to some high contrast. Go to color. I love colors, so I increase saturation a little bit. Not too much, right? And vibrance is amazing. It will help your image smile. That is what I have. And denoise, I can tell you that don't switch it to 1, like, because this roughness will go away that you intend that you want it. Just switch it to like 0.1 or something like that, right? When you put it to 0.1, you will get a nice surface. And let me see anything else. Nope. Let me see. Okay, so we're done here. If you have any question or something like that, you can ask me in the comments. And yes, pretty much it. If you want anything to be rendered or something like that, you can always comment me with your model. I will put up my email link, so you can send me any model if you want me to make a rendering tutorial on it, anything, right? So goodbye guys, this is what it is.